last week on Dynamite between the Timeless Love Bombs, whether they'll be able to gel together, so to speak.
Well, they seem to be walking out. And a leg trip that time as Maya, who, by the way, is a Dallas native.
Oof.
And over the top.
Interesting evasion there.
Absolutely. She has plenty of ups, plenty of speed. Look at that kick.
Oh, well, deceptively agile. You see on the chest it says the It Girl.
And now she's going to bring in Hine. Hine, by the way, graduate of the University of Houston. And decided to go into pro wrestling, even though she was a summa cum laude. Side headlock on the former Women's World Champ, Toni Storm, who has a following in the women's division, I would say, like none other, Nigel. We have so many great women's wrestlers and women's champions here. We got tag team champs. We got a new TBS champ, like you talked about. But Toni Storm's following is like none other. Shotgun drop kick off of the near side ropes.
Even though the current champion, Chris Statlander, has certainly silenced any critics, she is a credible champion. Many people feel that Toni Storm still synonymous with the title. Her title reign, of which she said she loved every single disgusting, sweaty, sexually questionable second. Clearly propagating the stereotype that Australians are sexually indiscriminate.
Wow. Okay.
How do you think the has got chlamydia?
That's from Nigel McGuinness, by the way. And a pickup.
New year, same Nigel McGuinness. Here's a cover one.
We would expect nothing less. Absolutely. Great to be working with you again. And fans, it's great to be with you here on not only TNT on Saturday nights, but on HBO Max. Again, what a year we have coming up. We'll be talking about some of the events coming up in the next couple of weeks. And some of the big events coming up in the future here tonight. Ducky low that time. Double leg shotgun. Maya and Hine both go down and hit the top. And Hine goes tumbling down to the far side, and Maya will join him. And now the love bombs here. And they're going to do a little double team action, so to speak. And up on top. Whoa, hold your balance. That's what teamwork's all about. And a big crossbody from the inside out. And the fans here in Dallas love what they're seeing. We're going to continue to stay with us.
Popping is hard work, but I thought it was.
We are so glad you're with us here on this Saturday night, coming to you live from the Esports Stadium in Dallas, in Arlington, Texas. Little double team by Maya and Hine that time, and down goes Mina. 1, 2, and got a 2 count. How about that teamwork?
Hine and Maya World came out to make a statement, a signature victory. And close to doing it there. They have cut the ring in half, as you can see from your screen. Shirakawa actually positioning herself closer to Toni Storm to make the tag if she gets the opportunity. Got to get over there.
Missed the kick that time, but did not miss the back fist. And fans, we are excited about tonight, but also this Wednesday. We're going to be in Tulsa, Oklahoma at the BOK Center. By the way, JR will join us for that telecast on Dynamite. Jim Ross returns. We'll be in Tulsa this coming Wednesday. We'll be back here next Saturday at the Esports Stadium as Toni Storm comes in with the big chops. The big Mongolian chops that time. And also, we're going to have a Maximum Carnage in Phoenix coming up on Wednesday, January 14th. And then Dynamite comes to Orlando, the National Financial Arena, Wednesday, January 21st. DDT. Tickets available at AEWTIX.com. 1, 2. And a 2 count that time.
Really strung a lot of offense together against Shirakawa. Made the mistake of
All point forward, looking for Storm 0.
And Toni Storm still down and roll over. How about this from Hine? Good pickup. Face first, face buster, if you will. Bulldog and shotgun drop kick. Great teamwork here. 1, 2. No, didn't get it. 2 count. There's a little bit of disappointment on Hine's face right there, and understandably so.
She realizes how close she came to to a 3 count over one of the women that really has put the AEW women's division. Understand. Here we go.
Double team blockbuster. 1, 2, and a high step. And Mina just barely got in there. That would have been it.
Could have been. Toni Storm was not moving.
She was not. Look how slowly Toni Storm's trying to get to her feet here. And they're just going to kick her down. Toni's still getting back up. High-end double team here. And Toni ducked through. Hooks onto the ropes. Meanwhile, from the top.
It's a drop kick from Shirakawa, but Storm still the legal man. Wait a second. Shirakawa's calling for something.
Looks like she's going to do a hip attack of her own.
Not sure if that's her hips.
Whatever. That's her hips, by the way. Being whipped in with a hammer throw from Yates. From Toni Storm. Here comes Boom! Maya down, dazed, and a sling blade from the top. And that may lead Toni Storm into a Storm Zero on the outside.
Storm Zero.
Storm Zero. There's the cover.
Yes.